Hey everyone, it's FLAK. We've been waiting a long time, more than 6 months to be exact, to hear where DICE is taking Battlefield 2042. Now developers finally seem ready to talk about the future of the game, outlining some upcoming changes and additions in a development briefing. It's important to note devs stopped short of outlining an exact roadmap, but there's plenty to read between the lines here. Undoubtedly, maps are a huge concern for the community moving forward, and unfortunately, we now know the first season of Battlefield 2042's post-launch content will include only one map. DICE did not reveal the name of the map, though data mined information indicates it's probably called Ridge and is set in the Canadian Rockies. Season 1 begins in June, and I gotta say, a singular map addition 200 plus days after launch is unacceptable. Previous Battlefield games typically released around 4 maps as part of expansions. DICE continues to reiterate their support for Battlefield 2042, but moves like this do not invoke much confidence. However, it was revealed that starting in Season 1, you will see more Battlefield Portal maps joining the rotations in all-out warfare, and that should help bring more variety to the game's core modes. With that said, a big focus moving forward for DICE is the revision of existing maps. DICE say Kaleidoscope will be the first map to get a major overhaul, and the changes will arrive as part of Season 1. As part of this effort, developers have added more cover, revamped flag positions, and improved flow across the map. The decisions not only add more destructibility, which many people said was lacking in Battlefield 2042, but it also echoes the supposed desperation of the Battlefield 2042 narrative. Quick previews reveal a much more war-torn map, and one that actually feels lived in instead of a pristine location, which Battlefield in recent memory has done a lot of the time. This is much closer to the game's original concept art, which sold the ugly nature of warfare. At the moment, DICE have revealed Renewal is also getting the map overhaul treatment down the pipeline, with others likely to follow. Devs mentioned new maps in the future will be smaller to better accommodate tactical battles and reflect the move to a smaller breakthrough game mode. New vehicles and weapons will also be arriving in Season 1, including some classic weapons from previous Battlefield titles. We don't have any concrete details on this, no specifics as to what we're going to see added, but developers did say that these weapons will be balanced alongside those currently available in all-out warfare. So some of your longtime favorites, if they appear in the game, might not work exactly the way they did in the past. However, it does amount to a content update, and it has been a common sense suggestion from the community for some time. Meanwhile, Season 1 will bring with it numerous other welcome changes, specifically updates to specialists and their tone. Both voice and appearances will be updated to better reflect the world of Battlefield 2042. We even got to see some examples of the intended changes in the briefing.
Look at this serious team, hey? Let's have fun. You need supplies? I'm your man.
Similarly, third-person character models will get improvements to mobility, appearing more natural. This telegraphs enemy movement and helps players better react. DICE did reiterate specialists are here to stay. In case you forgot, we are getting an unannounced specialist next month. However, they did say that they haven't revealed their final plans for the maligned characters, only that they will make sure they get it right. Whatever that means, considering the majority of players simply want them gone. Unfortunately, that doesn't appear to be an option, as devs say such a move would cause significant delays in development for future content. I guess that is kind of the downside of video game development. It's a spider web. If you change one thing, it impacts something else. So DICE apparently looking at it saying that's not really a feasible option at this time. Keeping with that statement, DICE say they've elected to halt development of any content related to Hazard Zone. Devs say the game mode failed to garner the traction they wanted and will now spend that energy on the development of content for the game's other game modes. So while it looks like Season 1 is going to address a lot of the shortcomings of Battlefield 2042, it is definitely a bit of a double-edged sword. The update clearly reveals the game was not ready for prime time, despite everything that we heard prior to launch, all of the promises. DICE and EA should be held accountable for their mistakes in this regard. We are finally hitting appropriate levels of game readiness for a title at launch, and even then there remain some numerous problems. Still, I do think it is important to recognize developers are listening and do appear to be making a number of changes demanded by the community. Battlefield 2042 is finally moving in the right direction, and I do think that its eventual fate will lie with a level of commitment from DICE and EA. Now, on that note, senior producer Ryan MacArthur had this to say.
Lars and I are here today, and we're really grateful to be able to represent the entire Battlefield team and reaffirm our commitment to Battlefield 2042. The team has made a ton of updates to this game, but we know it's not enough, and we know we need to keep doing more. So on behalf of the team at Ripple Effect, EA Gothenburg, our new studio in Seattle, DICE, and all of the Battlefielders across EA, we just want you to know that we are here. So thank you for sticking with us. And to steal a line from my good friend Lars here, we'll see you on the battlefield.
At this point, to me, those are just words until DICE actually delivers. If you want to take a look at the complete briefing, I'll leave a link to that in the video description. Lots of little extra details in there, specifics, but developers also mentioned that they will publish complete Season 1 update notes and a new video alongside the start of Season 1 next month. So you've got that to look forward to on the horizon. I'll be keeping an eye out for all of this, so if you want to stay up to date, subscribe, tap the bell for the latest. In the meantime, if you enjoyed this video, leave a like. If not, leave a dislike. If you want to support the channel, share this video. That goes a long way to help. Or you can, of course, check out some of our channel sponsors. And as always, thanks for watching.